Okay, greetings to all of my YouTube family. This is Sandra Know Yourself, and I am coming to you guys today out here on the balcony, getting in some of this fresh air from nature. And oh yeah, and I have my shirt on that I had designed and made myself. I can breathe! Exclamation point with a heart, with that love on the end of it. I know it's backwards, but yeah, I had this shirt made. I come up with this design, this pattern, and had this shirt made when I was in the States, because I knew I was getting ready to come to Africa, and I had did my research and really wasn't for sure exactly in the beginning where I was going to go. I thought I was going to Ghana first, but I end up in Tanzania. So yeah, as you can see, I have my African colors. But anyway, I told you guys I was going to come to you about with another video pertaining to my crazy experience that I had in the Kenya area. And so what happened was, I was made it to Kenya, finally to Mombasa, as I told you guys in my first video. And if you didn't get a chance to watch it, go back and watch it. Yeah, I made it safely to Mombasa, got there, met friends, had a beautiful time, went to nice places. Decided after that I was going to make a circle because I didn't want to go back the way I came, for, since I was having the problems that I had coming into Kenya. So I was going to go back around and come through Arusha. But so I was in Mombasa, then from Mombasa I went to Nairobi and had a nice time as well there. Got a chance to meet up with Miss Trudy. And yeah, we had a beautiful time. She showed me a great time from her country. It was very beautiful. Got a chance to meet new friends. I got a chance to meet her lovely family. And yeah, we had an amazing time. So, but anyway, came on around from there, got my, ticket and everything. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and catch a different bus, but this time I'm going to Arusha. I didn't want to catch that same bus. So I'm like, okay, let's get a different bus. So I went and got like this shuttle bus. I was given information from another young lady. That's a YouTuber also in Arusha. And so anyway, I got that information from her. So I was like, okay, let's try a different bus. Everything was going fine. Got on the bus. It was going, just flowing pretty easy. We got to the border, did a check-in. Everything went well. Went to, the different windows that you have to go to. And so I did that and got my stamp and everything. And so after that, got on the bus. When I got on the bus, I was like, we was talking, met some friends on the bus. And so we was talking about different things, and the conversation came up about that certificate that you have to exit out. Everybody's, have their opinions that, they don't agree with it, but hey, they had to do it and what they experienced and everything like that. And so I was talking about it as well as telling them, I'm like, when I had mine done, I sit down and I talk to the doctor before I even had it done, because, I worked in the medical field, and a lot of the stuff they doing is unnecessary. You don't have to go that far, up a person's nose and stuff like that. So we were just discussing it. So I told her what I was, pretty much was telling the doctor before, I had the procedure done. He understood, and he was like, I watched him do everything, everything was clean, swabs, everything was clean. They did my did my throat, did my nose, and like I told him, I was a phlebotomy. I did injections. I drew blood. I worked up under the doctors, and by the time I got through talking to him, he knew, don't do that. That's uncalled for. So he was like, I promise you, it won't be painful and this and that, because he can't speak for what everybody else is doing. So it was real easy. He's real gentle and everything. And so after I got that done, I was telling her about that. So I happened to look in my bag, and I was gonna pull out the little certificate. I was like, I already knew it was gonna be negative because really, and I'm not gonna really even talk on that. But that's just money wasting. People are wasting money. So just to get a negative, and every time you go out, you got to get one. What's the deal with that? Money, 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 money. Some people got to have it. Think about it. Like that song says, some people really need it and do things, bad things for the love of money. I'm not a singer, but anyway, I don't know where that came from. But so anyway, I pulled out, my little certificate I was showing her, and I think she had to get hers done at the border, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, when I was pulling it out, I was looking for my I had all my information together, and I was like, I don't see where's my visa? Okay, my phone clicked on. I had to click off for a second. It's talking about installing something. I don't know how that popped up. Strangely, it won't install and download at the time I'm videoing. No, later, Gator. But anyway, so back to what I was saying. I looked in and I realized, oh snap, my visa. I left my visa. I left it at the border. I left it at immigration. And so they was like, what? And so, and I was like, driver. And so the guy was telling me, the lady and the guy was saying, well, just tell the driver. And we had just left, you guys. We wasn't even about, I'm estimating from what they told me, we was only about 4 to 5 miles. I think someone said about 10 kilometers. And y'all do your math on that. But I was told that's only like about 4 or 5 miles from leaving the immigration office. So I was like, can you turn around? I said, I left my visa and I don't want any problem once we get, to Arusha. And he was like kind of acting as though he didn't want to do it. And so anyway, he made a call, and then so he get ready to turn around. I said, we're not that far. We just only, about 4 or 5 miles? Can you turn around, please? And he was like, well, I'm going to charge you and all this kind of, crap. So at the time, I wasn't hearing nothing. I heard what he said, but I didn't hear him because I was just thinking about getting my visa. I had my passport, but after going to different windows, I had left it at the last window that I went to. So he turns around, he go back. Everybody that was on the bus, which wasn't that many because it was a small shuttle bus, nobody had anything to say, no complaints or nothing, except for one lady kind of said something, but moving fast, almost running, trying to get back in, right? He comes behind me, and then this was the price that he gave me, you guys. To turn around, to take me back, he was going to charge me. And that was way more than what I paid to catch the bus. To go to Arusha. So anyways, I'm like, okay, I'm not saying anything. So when I go back, they give me, I had to go back through the checkpoint real quick. And so I went to 3 of the windows and trying to let them know that I had left my visa, which I thought they had gave it back to me, but what it was, they gave me my passport back, not the visa itself. And so anyway, long story short, I tried to, because I was told from someone on the bus, that just give him what you got as a donation, and so for just taking you back. And so he wasn't hearing that. I did it in front of immigration. He was like, no, 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 no. You know, and he take off walking real fast, like leaving out. So immigration was asking me, you know, who was he? They didn't even know he was. I say, he's the guy that drives the shuttle bus taking us to Arusha. And they was like, well, what do he want? I say, he's charging me 50,000 shillings to bring me back. And we was only like about 5 miles away. 4 to 5 miles away. And so they were saying like pretty much as though I shouldn't have to pay him. But anyway, long story short, I said, well, I gotta go because I already had 1 bus to leave, 2 bus to leave me, and I don't want to get left by the 3rd bus, right? So I leave real quick, get my visa. Then I go back, but then I found out, the guy told me, he said, well, what you should have did, since you did do that visa online, you could have went back online and got it. So, but anyway, lesson learned. So I go back to the bus, and I'm like, Kaka, you know, trying to tell him, you know, what I had to give him. He was like, no, 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 no. He wasn't accepting that. No, I'm not giving you my passport. He wanted to hold my passport. So once we got to Arusha, then I guess he'll have my passport. And if I don't pay, then he'll hold my passport. And I told him no. So, and I was like, getting ready to get on the bus. And don't y'all know he closed the door and wouldn't let me get on the bus? He stood in front of the door. And I was like, really? I was like, really? And so people on the bus, they seen it. So a man got off the bus and he was like, you know, he had heard what was going on. He was like asking me how much I had. And I told him how much I had. I said, but that's too much money. I didn't even pay that much for my ticket. I said, you overcharging me. And so anyway, which I didn't have it anyway. You see what I'm saying? But he wanted me to hold my passport. So once I get to Arusha, I can go to an ATM and then get the shillings and then, you know, pay him. And so he wouldn't take that. And so the guy was like saying whatever. So anyway, long story short, this other guy, he got off the bus. He actually gave him American money, which was $50 cash, which I wasn't finna give to him. But anyway, so I was finna tell him, you know what? I done already missed the bus twice. Give me my damn suitcase off the top of the bus and I'll just stay here and catch whatever next bus come through. I was just so upset and I couldn't believe it. I told him, I was like, I will report you. Well, I said, I'm gonna report you. And he heard me too. And everybody on the bus said I should have reported him. They said that was wrong. They said that's too much. He was trying to charge too much. But anyway, so the guy gave him the 50 US dollars. So he took the 50 US dollar and then he opened the door and let me on, right? And I was like, oh wow. So I mean, that's the way you're doing it. Okay. So I get on the bus, I'm like super hot, right? And so different one was talking to me and they was like, yeah, that's not right. That's messed up. He need to be reported. If you need us for witnesses, we'll verify that, you know, what he did, what he said and everything. So they gave me their numbers and stuff like that because they knew that it was wrong, you know. I'm like, damn, what people do for money, you know. And got to Arusha. So, you know, when you get off the bus, you got everybody trying to give you a taxi, a cab, or something. So at that time, I didn't want to talk to nobody, didn't want no taxi, no cab. I was trying to get to the manager. And so I ended up calling the company. And when I got to Arusha, and I told them what had happened, and they were saying that, you know, he shouldn't have charged me that much. But if I would offer to give something, he should have accepted it, you know. But then the head person told me, well, normally we don't have them to turn around and this and that. And so after that, I was told to go to this second person. So I go to the second person because I just wanted to get this straight because it was wrong, because I shouldn't have to go to the ATM and get Tanzania shillings to pay somebody else that paid US money for me to get on the bus. That was like out of order, and that was so wrong on every level. Like I said, I didn't want to talk about it at first because I was so upset, you know. And so anyway, I got there to the office, had the guy to go with me. So we went in and we talked to the head manager, the person over the shuttle bus. And so he finally, he kind of like, you could tell he was like saying that wasn't right, but he didn't want to say that wasn't right because that was his company. But only thing he was like, well, we can get in trouble and this and that. I look over there, I said, well, I shouldn't have to pay this guy because I was overcharged, you know. And then he looked and I told him he paid $50. He said, oh yeah, he bought me the $50. So he holding the $50, right? The USD, right? So I said, you need to give him back his money, and then, you know, so he can be on his merry way, and then me and you discuss what's going on. So he actually gave the guy back the money. And once he gave the guy back the money, the guy ended up leaving. I told him thank you and this and that. Like I said, it shouldn't have came to that. But so then me and him talked, and he was like, you know, trying to negotiate and stuff like that, and asking me, you know, how much can I pay and this and that. So I told him, but he went up on the price a little bit, but it wasn't what that guy was asking for. So I just say, you know what, I'm tired. I had a long bus ride. I'm just like really frustrated right now. So let me go. So I went to the ATM and got the amount that he requested. Well, I really didn't get the amount that he requested. I went under the amount. And when I got there, I say, look, you're going to have to accept this right here, because I already knew that what they were doing was shady. I'm like, you're going to have to accept this because this is all I have, you know. And so he's like, okay then. He wanted to shake my hand, and I told him I don't shake hands. I don't, because that's like you making some kind of deal. No, I don't shake hands. So I told him I gave him a bump. I gave him a back fist bump, you know, like, you know, kind of like that. But I ain't, your hand in my hand, So he's like, okay, I understand. So he was nice after that, and then he he was like trying to invite me to his family. Him and his family was having some type of dinner. He invited me, you know, because he seen I was frustrated. I told him I was hungry, I was tired, no sleep, you know how it is when you're on them buses. So that was the deal on that. So finally we got that straightened out. And so after we got that straightened out, I was clear from that. But I appreciate the offer, but I didn't take the offer, because to me, you know, you shouldn't have did what you did. So, but anyway, I just felt like that was just his way of making up, you know, because he saw that I was upset and he was trying to be nice. But I did, you know, tell him I appreciate it, you know, kind of like thanks but no thanks. So my thing after that, I was on my way. But my thing is, I'm like, what's the deal with I mean, is every bus driver like that? I can't say it is, but whoo, I'm like, what's the deal? I know they have to be somewhere at a certain time or whatever, but I mean, things happen, you know, but just to try to not let somebody get on the bus because, you know, they don't have what you asking for, that was like not cool at all. So at the end of the day, all that was taken care of and everything. I got a chance to get me something to eat. I got a chance to get back and get me a shower. Stayed at my Airbnb. Met some very, very nice people there. Very nice people there. And different, you know, people heard my language, so they knew that I wasn't from Arusha. But, you know, they talked to me, you know, showed me around town, and you know, it was very nice after that. And you know, after going through all that, you know what I said? I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take a break. Let me just take a break from the buses for a minute, okay? So I paid extra to catch the plane. I caught the plane, Precision Airline. I caught the plane from Arusha back to Dar, back to Tanzania. Because you know what, I could have caught the bus again, but they said it was going to be another, I think somebody said 10 to 12 hours. I had calculated, but I can't even remember because I was just so tired and wasn't really, it hadn't got any sleeps and everything. I was all puffy and everything. So I'm like, you know what? Let me go. I got in touch with a friend and had them to take me to get me a ticket, and I caught the bus, a short bus that took me to the airport. And from there, I just flew. I flew in. I was like, no, we're going to fly this time. And the flight was very nice. I went through Precision airline. It was very nice. The people was very nice, friendly, everything. So that worked just perfect. So yeah, something with the bus thing. Not saying I never catch the bus, but I'm gonna really, 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 really take a break, and I'm gonna have to do my research. And I'm gonna have to be really prepared. And I'm gonna tell you guys, you catch the bus, just be prepared. Be prepared. Even if you fly, you still have to be prepared. But like I say, just have everything in line, because they are so strict on certain things. But when they try to get over on you, that's a different thing. I don't think that, people should, try to get over on people, but that's life, and that's any country. You know what I'm saying? No country is perfect, like I've said so many times before. you know but everybody trying to make a dollar, a quick dollar. But anyway, I hope this video helped somebody, that you don't have to experience the same thing that I experienced. And if you have any questions, oh, my shirt just kind of coming on down. If y'all have any questions, if I can help you in any kind of way, then just contact me. Leave a message in the description, or you guys can email me. And you can email me. I have my email in the description as well. I've been getting a lot of emails from you guys, and I will be getting back with you guys pertaining to the questions that y'all asked me. So I also want to ask you guys to don't forget to subscribe and share and like the video. Okay? This is Sandra Know Yourself, and I am signing out. One love.